I heard from your secretary that this is your first exclusive interview with Chinese media. I'm so privileged.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Allow us to welcome you and also through you all the Chinese media, which for us are also a very relevant connection to the country.
Marta Betanzos is the first woman to serve as Spain's ambassador to China. She arrived here last spring.
We would like to know, how is your experience so far?
When I was appointed to come to China, being the first woman ambassador in this country after 50 years, I was overwhelmed. I felt grateful and I felt privileged, and I say, yes, why not? Why not women are not able to attempt also to have not the best positions because they are the best, but the more challenging ones. And I believe that we are here not to do our work in the best conditions ever, but also to modify in a way the image of our own countries. And in doing so, I think it's also very meaningful that our diplomacies are also being held by women, not only men. It proves that it's a country that is changing, that is being more open, inclusive, and it builds on everybody.
You just mentioned that you want to modify Spain's national image in China. What do you mean by that?
Spain is not just a country that provides good football, which is true, good ham, which is true, good wine or good olive oil, or everything. We are also a country that are very much investing in high technology, also in machinery that is highly elaborated and sophisticated. And we provide also China and China industries with these items.
Aside from your work, while you are in Beijing in China, what hobbies do you have to help you relax from your busy schedule?
I was positioned here 10 years ago, and living also in this neighborhood, I do have great recollections from that time. I feel that enjoying and have good time is also very relevant in order to fit well in the country. No matter how long you study Chinese, it's difficult to use the language in a way that makes you connect with people. I put a lot of time in learning Chinese, with the aim that when I walk my dog out in the street, I might be able to correct to the other dog walkers. Because I feel that Chinese people are very kind, very smiley. They have curiosity, they want to know, and I wish I could answer them in Chinese and make it more pleasant and funny. So one of my hobbies is this, learning Chinese, which I would say it's a very sometimes frustrating hobby, but I keep doing it.
In addition to learning Chinese, the ambassador enjoys having her adopted dog Leo at the embassy. The 1-year-old puppy is arguably the most relaxed member of the team.
Yummy. Hola, bien Lele. La has hecho muy bien, Rey.
Are there any challenges during your work here?
The challenges are the difficulty to get to prove that you are trustful and it is worth building relations with the country that is far away from China, and prove that it can be a great partner in building relations, not only bilaterally, but also in a more complicated world where globalism sometimes is being threatened.
We are in a kind of a hard times with the changing situations worldwide very quickly. Are you feeling this is a really challenging time?
It is very challenging. I should be able to contribute in finding not solutions, but ideas that could be helpful in a way. I feel in a way also kind of frustrated, disoriented, because there are new things coming up and they are extremely new. And we have not been able up to now to work with such new, I would say, forces. And then yes, it is a challenge, definitely.
This year we're going to welcome the International Women's Day very soon, and the topic for this year is power, equality and empowerment. What advice or suggestions would you have for today's women who are striving for these ideals?
The advice would be never give up. Every woman has different circumstances, and every woman must know the dimension and all the difficulties that are to overcome the personal circumstances. We like to just make a small nuance. I don't think that we are, or at least it's not my position, aim to be powerful. I think that the purpose is not power, but essentially freedom. Freedom to choose, freedom to think on your own, freedom to choose whatever you want to do, and freedom to speak up or remain discreet. The more freedom you have, the more powerful you feel yourself. The most difficult is to feel freedom. I mean, to be able to control your aims and work on them without any prejudices.
This year is the 20th anniversary of the China and Spain Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. What are some actual plans or new actions are you and your embassy going to take to further boost the tourism, the trade, or the people-to-people exchanges between the two countries?
The commemoration of these 20 years of the partnership is going to give us the opportunity to really reflect on where we are and where we need to go. And this reflection has to be done bilaterally through encounters, dialogue, particularly nowadays that the current situation is not so easygoing as it was in the past. We also need to reflect how we can better contribute. It's not just commemorating, but putting standard a little bit higher in order to give concrete results, concrete answers to questions that are in the mind of all of us. These answers, we should be able to give an answer together, not only oriented to Spain and China, but also to the world, or Europe included. I would like to show you another corner, which is meaningful for me, and is this one. That is a piece of salt coming from the desert, and this is a table locally designed. Mali was my first embassy. Mali and Burkina Faso. I did an open embassy there, where you have to confront the difficulties, then you love the best when they're over.
Thank you.
And then next time.
Next time. See you next time.